North Africa, a land of ancient sands, sun-drenched coastlines, and stories carved into stone. Between Morocco and Tunisia lies Algeria, Africa's largest nation, often overlooked yet brimming with history and resilience. Despite its size, Algeria remains shrouded in mystery, its vibrant present overshadowed by its turbulent past. Here, Berber kingdoms echo alongside French colonial architecture, and the silent Sahara meets bustling coastal cities. Algeria's journey is one of struggle, survival, and a fierce spirit of independence. Unlike its neighbors, Algeria's story is uniquely its own, shaped by conflict, culture, and a relentless quest for identity. To understand Algeria is to witness a nation forged in adversity, emerging with a culture both North African and distinctly Algerian. This documentary peels back the layers of this enigmatic country. We'll explore its landscapes from the Tel Atlas Mountains to the endless Sahara. We'll meet its people, hear their stories, and glimpse their hopes for the future. Join us as we journey into the heart of Algeria, a land of beauty, history, and unyielding spirit. This is the veiled giant of North Africa. Algeria's geography is a force in its own right, epic, diverse, and defining. Most Algerians live along a fertile Mediterranean coastline, a crossroads for centuries of trade and conquest. Beyond the coast, the Tel Atlas and Saharan Atlas Mountains rise, sheltering Berber traditions and shaping the nation's resilience. South of the mountains lies the Sahara, more than 80% of Algeria, an expanse of shifting dunes, rocky plateaus, and hidden oases. This landscape has tested and molded its people, instilling patience and endurance. Every invasion, rebellion, and cultural exchange has been shaped by this land. The sea connected Algeria to the world, the mountains protected it, and the desert demanded survival. To know Algeria, you must know its land. Ancient, powerful, and ever-present. Here, nature and history are inseparable. The land is both stage and actor in Algeria's story. It continues to define the nation today. Before foreign empires, Algeria was home to the Berbers Amazighs, the free people. Their history spans millennia, rooted in the mountains and plains. Berber tribes formed powerful kingdoms, the most famous being Numidia in the 3rd century BC. Under King Massinissa, Numidia united tribes, built cities, and rivaled Carthage and Rome. These kingdoms were skilled in war, diplomacy, and cultural exchange, blending Berber, Phoenician, and Greek influences. Their resistance against Rome became legendary, forging a spirit of independence. This era cemented the Amazigh identity free, resilient, and deeply connected to the land. Berber languages and traditions endure, a testament to their ancient legacy. The ruins of their cities still stand, silent witnesses to a proud past. Algeria's roots are Amazigh, powerful, enduring, and foundational. The fall of Carthage opened North Africa to Rome, which built cities like Timgad and Jamila, and made Algeria a breadbasket for the empire. Roman rule brought wealth to the coast, but left Berber tribes in the mountains fiercely independent. As Rome declined, a new force arrived, Arab armies in the 7th century bringing Islam and Arabic. This was more than conquest. It was a cultural and spiritual transformation. Berbers gradually embraced Islam, blending Arab and Amazigh cultures into a unique Maghrebi identity. Islamic dynasties, some Berber, built cities and fostered a golden age of learning and art. In the 16th century, the Ottomans made Algiers a Mediterranean power. Centuries of Islamic rule layered new culture, architecture, and law onto Algerian society. The result, a nation shaped by Berber roots, Roman legacy, Arab faith, and Ottoman influence. Algeria's identity is a mosaic of empires and faiths. By the 19th century, Ottoman power waned as France eyed Algeria for conquest. In 1830, France invaded, expecting a swift victory but meeting fierce resistance led by Emir Abdelkader. For over 15 years, Abdelkader united tribes in a relentless guerrilla war, becoming a symbol of Algerian resistance. After crushing resistance, France began full colonization, settling over 1 million Europeans and marginalizing Algerians. The colonial system entrenched deep inequality, stripping land and rights from the indigenous population. French rule brought new cities and infrastructure, but at the cost of suppressing Algerian culture and identity. This era sowed seeds of resentment and set the stage for a brutal war of independence. Colonialism's legacy is visible in Algeria's cities, society, and enduring quest for dignity. The struggle for freedom would define modern Algeria. The shadow of colonialism still lingers. Algeria's fight for independence would change it forever. Algiers, the White City, cascades down hills to the Mediterranean, a city of beauty and contrasts. Its whitewashed buildings shimmer under the sun, a dazzling sight against the blue sea. Algiers is Algeria's political, economic, and cultural heart, shaped by every empire yet fiercely Algerian. The city is split, the modern French-built quarters with grand boulevards and the ancient Kasbah, a maze of Ottoman and Moorish architecture. These worlds collide, creating a city where history and modernity coexist. Walking Algiers is a journey through time. Each street tells a different story. Today, over 3 million people call it home, driving the nation forward. The city buzzes with energy, from traffic to the call to prayer to lively cafes. Algiers faces rapid change but clings to its unique character. The White City stands as a symbol of Algeria's resilience and layered history. It is the beating heart of a nation still writing its story. To truly understand Algiers, one must venture into its oldest and most famous quarter, the Kasbah. This is the city's historic citadel, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that clings to a steep hill overlooking the bay. The Kasbah is a dense, maze-like labyrinth of narrow alleyways, steep staircases, and tightly packed houses. It is a place where buildings lean on one another for support, creating a canopy that shields the streets from the harsh sun. Walking here is a disorienting and magical experience. It feels like stepping back into another century, a world away from the modern city that surrounds it. This is the authentic, living heart of old Algiers. Originally built in the 10th century, the Kasbah became the center of the city under Ottoman rule. It was a fortress, a residential area, and a commercial hub all in one. Its intricate design was not just for aesthetic purposes, it was a defensive strategy. The confusing network of streets was designed to thwart invaders, making it nearly impossible for an unfamiliar army to navigate. During the Algerian War of Independence, these same streets provided the perfect sanctuary for freedom fighters, becoming a powerful symbol of resistance against French colonial rule. The Kasbah is not just a collection of old buildings, it is a place soaked in the history of struggle and defiance. Life within the Kasbah unfolds in a way that has changed little over the centuries. Behind unassuming wooden doors lie beautiful courtyard homes where families have lived for generations. The air is filled with the smells of spices and freshly baked bread from local bakeries. Artisans work in small workshops, practicing crafts like metalwork and leather making that have been passed down through their families. Children's laughter echoes through the alleyways as they play. The Kasbah is a close-knit community, a village within a city where social bonds are strong and traditions are carefully preserved against the pressures of the modern world. Yet, this historic treasure is facing serious challenges. Many of its ancient buildings are in a state of disrepair, crumbling due to age, neglect, and overcrowding. Efforts are underway to preserve and restore this vital piece of Algerian heritage, but the task is immense. The Kasbah represents a crucial link to the nation's pre-colonial past, a tangible reminder of its identity and resilience. Its survival is a matter of national pride. It stands as a living museum, a testament to the enduring spirit of Algiers and a powerful symbol of the country's deep historical roots and cultural soul. Algiers is a modern metropolis buzzing with the energy of a nation on the move. The modern metro system glides beneath the bustling streets. New highways and public spaces are being developed to modernize the urban landscape. The city is home to museums and art galleries that showcase Algerian culture. Music is everywhere, from traditional melodies to the modern rhythms popular with the city's youth. Young Algerians make up a significant portion of the capital's population, full of aspirations for themselves and their country. Algiers remains a city of immense charm and undeniable spirit, a place where the hospitality of its residents is legendary. It is the true heartbeat of the nation. To truly know Algeria, journey beyond its cities into its vast landscapes. From the Mediterranean Sea to the Sahara Desert, Algeria is a land of contrasts. Our journey begins along the coast, Algeria's window to the world. This coastal strip, known as the Tell, is the green heart of Algeria, where most of the population lives and agriculture thrives. This fertility has attracted traders and colonists for centuries. Rising sharply from the coast is the Tell Atlas, a green barrier that creates the fertile climate. For centuries, these mountains served as a refuge for Berber communities. They are a symbol of Algeria's resilience and its deep connection to the land. This coastal and mountainous region is the first great contrast in a country full of them. Leaving the Tell Atlas, the landscape transforms into the high plateaus. This steppe-like expanse stretches between mountain ranges. It's a transitional zone with endless horizons. Life here reflects human endurance. The Saharan Atlas forms the southern border. More arid than its northern counterpart, it's the last barrier before the Sahara. The Saharan Atlas is a place of stark beauty. Oases and towns nestle within, gateways to the desert. This mountain wall separates two vastly different worlds. Crossing south of the Saharan Atlas reveals the immense Algerian Sahara. Covering 80% of Algeria, it's a territory of profound silence. Beyond dunes, the Sahara includes gravel plains and rocky plateaus. In the south, the Hoggar Mountains and Tassili N'Ajjer offer spectacular landscapes and ancient rock art. Oases like Gardaya demonstrate human ingenuity with irrigation systems sustaining life. These oases were vital to trans-Saharan trade, and now the desert fuels Algeria's economy. This ocean of sand and stone shapes Algeria's identity and future. The soul of Algeria lies in its people, a rich mosaic of cultures blended for thousands of years. The Berber people are the foundation, deeply connected to the land. Layered upon this is Arab culture and the Islamic faith. French colonial rule added another layer, with the French language still widely spoken. This mixing has created a proud, resilient, and diverse people, bound by a shared history and national pride. To be Algerian is to be part of this complex human tapestry. The rhythm of daily life in Algeria is shaped by faith and family. The 5 daily calls to prayer provide a steady pulse to the day. Religion influences customs and holidays like Ramadan and Eid. At the heart of Algerian society lies the family, a source of strength and identity. Extended families often live close by, respecting the wisdom of elders. Women have made strides in education and the workforce. Men gather in cafes to drink tea and discuss daily affairs. Families stroll along promenades or through parks. This communal aspect underscores the importance of social connection in Algeria. Section 3. Expressions of the soul: art, music, and food. Algerian culture finds its most vibrant expression in its art, music, and food, rich with the nation's history and diversity. From ancient rock paintings to modern art exploring identity and the sounds of Rai music, blending tradition with diverse influences, to the Berber couscous, a fusion of flavors, these are the soul of Algeria. They reflect a culture rooted in its past, dynamic, and constantly evolving. The story of modern Algeria is inseparable from its fight for freedom after more than 100 years of French colonial rule. On November 1, 1954, the National Liberation Front, or FLN, launched attacks marking the beginning of the Algerian War of Independence. It was a war to reclaim a name, a culture, and a future. The conflict was long and brutal, characterized by extreme violence. After years of devastating warfare, a ceasefire was declared, and Algeria voted to become a sovereign nation. The joy of freedom was immense, but it was a freedom born from immense sacrifice. Independence in 1962 was a moment of triumph, but also the beginning of a difficult journey. The departure of French settlers created a skills vacuum. The FLN took control, establishing a socialist system. Oil and gas reserves funded projects in education and industrialization. Algeria became a prominent voice in the developing world. By the 1980s, cracks appeared due to falling oil prices and economic mismanagement. Discontent erupted in 1988 with massive riots. Political reforms led to a multi-party system. The military intervened, canceling elections and plunging Algeria into a horrific civil war. The Black Decade of the 1990s was a period of immense trauma for Algeria. The conflict cost an estimated 200,000 lives. Yet, the Algerian people demonstrated an extraordinary capacity for resilience. A charter for peace and national reconciliation was approved by a referendum in 2005, restoring a fragile peace. In February 2019, the Hirak, a massive and peaceful protest movement, emerged. It succeeded in forcing the resignation of the long-serving president, demonstrating that the people's desire for a better future was as strong as ever. The Algerian people have repeatedly shown an unyielding spirit. This resilience is perhaps the country's greatest resource. As Algeria looks toward the horizon, its greatest source of both challenge and hope is its people. This is a remarkably young country, more than half are under 30. Today's young Algerians are more educated and connected than any generation before them. They seek opportunity and a voice in shaping their country's destiny. Harnessing the human capital of this generation is the single most important task for Algeria's leaders. Their energy and dreams are the truest indicators of the direction in which Algeria is heading. A path toward a more open and prosperous horizon. The path forward for Algeria is one of great promise, but it is also lined with significant obstacles that must be carefully navigated. The nation's economy remains heavily dependent on oil and gas exports. This reliance has provided immense wealth, but it has also made the country vulnerable to the volatile swings of global energy markets and has at times discouraged the development of other sectors. The key to a stable and prosperous future lies in economic diversification. Developing industries like tourism, technology, agriculture, and renewable energy, particularly solar power in the vast Sahara, is crucial for creating sustainable growth and providing jobs for the future. Political reform remains a central and ongoing challenge. The Hirak movement made it clear that a large segment of the population desires a more transparent, accountable, and inclusive system of governance. The journey toward this goal is complex and delicate. It requires building trust between the state and its people, strengthening institutions, and ensuring that the political system can truly respond to the needs and aspirations of all Algerians. Finding a balance between the demand for change and the need for stability is the critical task facing the country's leadership. The success of this political evolution will determine the long-term health and direction of the nation. In the international arena, Algeria is poised to play an increasingly important role. As a large and strategic nation in North Africa and the Mediterranean, its stability is vital for the entire region. The country is a key partner in regional security and a major energy supplier to Europe. By leveraging its unique geography, which connects Africa to Europe, and its rich cultural heritage, Algeria has the potential to become a stronger diplomatic and economic bridge between continents. Forging new partnerships while maintaining its proud tradition of non-interference will be essential as it navigates a complex and changing global landscape. Ultimately, Algeria's future will be defined by its ability to draw strength from its past without being imprisoned by it. The nation's journey has been one of immense struggle and profound resilience. The challenge now is to transform that resilience into a dynamic and forward-looking vision. It means building an economy that works for everyone, a political system that reflects the will of its people, and a society that provides opportunity for its vibrant youth. The hopes for Algeria are immense, rooted in the unyielding spirit of its people. The horizon is full of potential, waiting for a nation forged in fire to step into a future of its own making. Our journey through Algeria comes to an end, but the story of this nation continues, written every day by its people. We have traveled across a land of stunning contrasts, from the Mediterranean coast to the profound silence of the Sahara. We have journeyed through time, from ancient Berber kingdoms to the complexities of the colonial era and the birth of an independent nation. Algeria is a land that defies simple explanations, a place that must be experienced to be understood. The story of Algeria is a powerful reminder that history shapes the present and informs the future. Yet through it all, Algeria has endured, holding on to its unique identity with a quiet and unshakable strength. Looking at Algeria today, one sees a nation at a crossroads, balancing tradition with the aspirations of its young population. But the potential is undeniable, especially in the minds and hearts of its youth. Algeria remains the veiled giant of North Africa, revealing a story of incredible richness and complexity. The journey of Algeria is far from over, promising a future as compelling as its long and storied past.